live here in Orlando, Florida for tonight's edition of Raw. What a night we have in store for all you Jcw fans. And with the Night of Champions pay-per-view only 2 weeks away, tensions are at an all-time high as the main event of Night of Champions is set to be Stone Cold defending the World Heavyweight Championship against the Fiend Bray Wyatt, who re-emerged in a battle royal last week and won the #1 contendership in that battle.
Making his way to the ring from wherever he wants. Weighing in at 220 pounds, one half of the ring, Nick
Rennick. He will have his hands full at Night of Champions, as Rennick was the man who took the Worldwide Championship away from NWO's Booker T and has taken Booker out for a long time. But now Moose has one more chance to prove himself to Triple H after failing to become World Heavyweight Champion. He has one more opportunity to show the game that he deserves to be in the NWO, as he looks to reclaim the worldwide title for the NWO at Night of Champions. And he does battle with this man for the gold. I want my way up. Rennick, he has a fire in his eyes. But tonight Rennick cannot be thinking of Moose. He has to be thinking of the NWO's insurance policy, the Big Show. And there he is, the Big Show. Here he comes. Rennick begging for Show. And Show is going to bring it to Rennick. Oh, well, here we go. This is the first time ever, to my knowledge, Big Show versus Rennick. Big Show has had one of the best years of his career, flipping in many ways. The NWO becoming an insurance policy has really rejuvenated the Big Show. Now, here he is going up against Rennick. And now Rennick driving Show head first into the turnbuckle. Rennick looks to make a statement out of the NWO's insurance policy here tonight. Down goes Big Show. And Rennick in full control of this match, showing his power. But the Big Show ain't doing that for the ball show. What struck Rennick backbreaker. And now the world's largest athlete is in control. Big Show now pummeling Rennick, the worldwide champ, really struggling early on to stop the Big Show. Oh, wait a minute. Rennick STO. Show trying to escape the grasp and wrath of Rennick. What? How the hell did Rennick do that to the Big Show? DDT. Rennick showing his power. Oh. And the Big Show not looking like the big polarizing threat that ignoring this. Oh, like it Show. Oh, it Show with an STO to Rennick, catching the original Jimmy Wood slide mess up. And his offense, and Big Show is taking advantage. And Big Show with a bear hug on Rennick. Gonna try to force him to submit. It's in very well. And this has to be killing Rennick's back. Wait, Rennick's down. Fighting back. Rennick, one of the biggest thorns in the NWO side right now. Oh no, Show. Big Show looks to deal without Thorne, dropping right on the ropes. And he might actually deal without Thorne in the NWO shelter. Oh no, yes, Rennick has him in the violence carry, but Big Show escapes. WMD. Big Show with the KO punch to Rennick. That Show is not done with the original sin. Big Show now with a camo clutch on Rennick. We're trying to get some payback for Booker T. Will Rennick. Submit. He'll either have to submit or pass out. Big Show, very aggressive. Oh, this could be it for the original sin. There was just a white Rennick escape. Rennick escaped. And the Big Show is indeed trouble. White Rennick. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. That's the NWO's music. Oh. There's no sound of Moose. Wait a minute, Big Show. Big Show, wait. There's Show. Choke slam. Choke slam. Wow. Just one. Rennick got one. Big Show can't believe the NWO's music can't really get distracted. He was expecting Moose to come out here, but there was no Moose. Oh, the Big Show took advantage of the chokes on the Rennick. Kicked out at one, and here it comes. The original sin. Rocket shows up, down goes Rennick. Down he goes again, but you gotta give Big Show credit. He's taking it to the original sin. And Rennick is down. Big Show sizing Rennick up. Rennick trying to get back up. And he ain't gonna like what happens when he gets up at the Big Show runs him down. No, Rennick. Moved out of the way, Rennick. Here we go. Great. To the Big Show. Here we go. Rennick. Sleeper pill. A sleeper pill to the Big Show. And Rennick defeats the Big Show. Showing his power. It's just sheer domination. But it was not an easy victory for Rennick. Because the chosen man only kept Rennick down for one. Despite the NWO distraction. And despite Big Show just giving Rennick a huge run for his money. But a pedigree followed up by a sleeping pill. And that was good enough to defeat the insurance policy and get the win. Rennick is ready to battle Moose and defend his championship against him. And now champion, wait a minute. Rennick, wait a minute. Oh, he looks to take out the Big Show. Rennick, he vowed that he'll slowly but surely start to take out every NWO member. It started at Money in the Bank when he took out Booker T, and it looks like it's going to continue tonight with the Big Show. Big Show now tossed out of the ring. Show getting up. No, what about Lisa out on the floor. The Big Show is out. And that may just be now 2 members of the New World Order that Rennick may have just hospitalized. Moose has the deck severely stacked against him at Night of Champions. I don't even think help from the NWO will be good enough for Moose to put down the original Sin to become the worldwide champion. Date me, Ilya Gray, date me. Rennick, he has... I think he's gonna systematically pick the NWO apart, but here is Triple H, the owner of this company. You know, what just happened in the middle of this ring? What is there to say? There are a lot of thorns in the NWO side. While I thought the only thorn left in our side was Stone Cold after me, Nash, and Orton took out my former best friend Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, and John Cena at Money in the Bank. It turns out more enemies to the NWO have sprung up, more dangerous enemies like Rennick, like Drew McIntyre, and they're working alongside the heavyweight champion Stone Cold, and currently, as far as the Fiend is concerned, he's just a loose cannon who attacks everybody. But if you want me to be honest, I'd much rather have him as world champion than Stone Cold. But you see, I'm not out here to talk about that. I'm out here to talk about Black Heron. Black Heron, you got lucky last week. Ric Flair tricked me, and it pains me to say that, but Blair, your punishment is you will face the man who you humiliated last week, Randy Orton, in the middle of this ring. Now, BH, you finally got your match with me, and I am indeed a man of my word, so you do get that match with me at Night of Champions. However, BH, if you lose, more like when you lose, you can never compete for any world championship at Jcw ever again. Oh my goodness. Triple H adding a big stipulation to his match with Black Heron at Night of Champions. If Triple H defeats Black Heron, Triple H said that, well, simply put, BH can never compete for a world championship ever again. So the odds are even more stacked against Black Heron at the Night of Champions pay-per-view when he squares off against the owner of this company, the president of the NWO, Triple H. But coming up next, it is Sting and the man who hospitalized him for a couple of weeks, former U.S. champion Andy Badwall, taking on the imposter NWO Sting, and Kevin Nash, as the two Stings are set to collide in a match at Night of Champions, while Kevin Nash and Andy Badwall will both be challenging for the United States Championship against the new champion Hulk Hogan, who won the title at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. But tonight, though, you gotta wonder, will tension still be at an all-time high between Sting and Andy Badwall? And these two had two amazing showdowns across two pay-per-views. The first one being at Survivor Series, where Sting beat Andy to win the U.S. Championship. And the second one was their street fight rematch at New Year's Resolution, where Andy damn near killed Sting and ended his career to regain the United States Championship. Yeah, during that time, Sting was hospitalized. Triple H had been making everyone think that Sting was, when he came back, he was going to join the NWO, but it turns out it was revealed at Money in the Bank that it was just an imposter Sting. However, this imposter Sting who is that the NWO Sting is just as good of a competitor as the Icon. And Sting challenged this imposter to a match at Night of Champions, and the NWO Sting accepted the challenge last week on Raw. And of course it was announced in a press conference earlier today that it will be, that originally the idea was just to be Hogan versus Nash for the US Championship, but the board of directors intervened and said that Andy too must be in that USL match to where it's a triple threat for the United States Championship. And here comes NWO Sting.
And their opponents first.
NWO Sting alongside Kevin Nash, who's the vice president of the NWO. Here we go. Tag team action, Sting and the NWO Sting starting things off. Not a Champions, it's coming early. The two Stings sizing each other up. Oh, he did the too sweet, but that pissed Sting off. And here comes Sting. Oh, off the ropes. Suplex. Down goes the NWO. That's Sting howling into the night as he, chop. Elbow to the top of the NWO Sting's head. Oh, well, went for a neck breaker. Then goes Sting and a tag to Kevin Nash. And here comes Nash. We all know his and Sting's history, especially with the original NWO stable back in the 90s. Oh, Nash just tossing Sting all around. Oh, Sting. But Sting realizes that this NWO stable was much more powerful, much more dangerous than the one from the 90s. Oh, Sting. Chop, punch. And Sting with a neck break. Of course, like I said, Nash and Bad Boy will both be challenging Hulk Hogan in a triple threat match for the US Championship at Night of Champions. As Hogan has become a racist, essentially, and won the US title from Bad Boy at Money in the Bank. Oh, the title's dropped by Nash. And Bad Boy, he wants the tag. Oh wait, Sting. Oh, there goes Nash. And Andy wanted the tag and he got it. And here comes Andy Bad Boy telling Nash to come on, get himself some. And here comes Nash gladly obliging. Nash into the ring. There he goes. Immediately, Kevin Nash goes down. Almost blocked by Nash. And Nash with a neck breaker. Potentially, at least for the time being, slowing down Bad Boy's House of Fire. And now Nash gonna continue the assault on him. Into the corner. Tag from the NWO Sting. NWO Sting. Oh! Getting good body shot in on Andy. Followed up by a slam. NWO Sting in control of Andy back. Oh no, Andy! STO of the Lone Wolf. And the Lone Wolf Now the backbreaker. Oh, we're really about to see what NWO Sting is truly made of. Here we go, Andy. High knee. Running bulldog. Down goes the fake Sting. You fake bitch. Here comes Andy. Power grade. Come on, Andy. Get him. No NWO Sting block. Not a slam. But NWO Sting is not finished. NWO Sting had to stop it on every single body part, every single limb of the former two-time U.S. champion and multi-time world champion Andy Badwood. Oh, NWO Sting. Oh, but here comes Andy. Oh, come on, Andy. Get that bitch. Get that imposter. No, damn. Andy being pushed back. And there goes the lone wolf out of the ring. As the imposter Sting, very confident, showing what he is made of. As Nash has a big old smile on his face, and here comes Andy back into the ring, but Sting signaling that he wants the tag. Oh, and the two Stings eye each other down. Night of Champions is coming early. NWO Sting versus the real Sting. Oh, they tried to strike first, but Sting. Here we go. No, NWO Sting got the better that time. Oh. And NWO Sting bending down the real Sting. Wait a minute. NWO Sting Scorpion Deathlock is applied, but Andy breaks it up. Down goes Bad Boy. Down goes. No, wait a minute. But Sting. Oh, down goes NWO Sting again. Down he goes again. Tag by Kevin Nash. Oh no, he missed. NWO Sting is stunned in the corner. Top star to Nash. On here comes Sting after NWO Sting still gonna beat the hell out of him, but he's gotta focus in on the match as well. Sting looking to drop Nash on the back of his head. Here we go. Scorpion. Death drop. It's a big daddy corner cover. Oh, Nash showing his resiliency as he's able to kick out of a Scorpion death drop. Something that's really overlooked about Nash. He is a very resilient competitor, and it takes a lot to beat Nash. But Nash with a vicious boot onto the face of Sting. But here comes Sting. Sting now suplexed to Nash. And a tag to the Lone Wolf. The Lone Wolf is in. And Nash is in deep trouble now. Down goes Nash. Down he goes again. Andy. Wait a minute. Andy knee facebuster. Come on. Finish this guy, Andy. Finish him. Here we go. Pedigree to Nash. That's oh wait, Nash blocked. Nash, oh, wait a minute, those were below the belt. those two knee lifts were more flipping knee lows because they were low blows. Nash with a jackknife. And now coming after Sting. And oh wait a minute, Sting now. Still trying to fight back, but Sting ultimately taken down again. Nash trying to take out, but Sting and back. Tag for the NWO Sting, but Batmore has recovered enough. Oh, there goes Nash. Oh yes, finish NWO Sting. Come on, Andy. Come on, no, wait. Wait a minute. NWO Sting with a tombstone to Andy Badwell. Oh no. There goes the real Sting. The real Sting goes down. Oh no. The deathlock on Badwell. The deathlock as a bomb and a rope break may have been the only thing that kept Andy in this match. Oh, wait a minute, Badwell. Here we go again. High knee rope better. And a tag to Sting. And NWO Sting is in deep trouble. Oh, right there goes Andy. Oh no, he missed. He missed big time. Oh wait a minute. Roll up wide. What? He got him. Oh my god, what? No. Did NWO Sting just pin the real Sting? No way, did I just say that? No way. You gotta be shitting me. NWO Sting just pinned the real Sting. Are you flipping? You gotta be kidding me.
Here are your winners, NWO
You got it.
Stan and Kevin Nash.
You got to be kidding me. As this win has put a big smile on Triple H's face. As finally his guys have something to celebrate. Getting some serious momentum for NWO versus Wrestling and Nash. Competing in the Triple Threat for the US title. Getting some serious, well-needed momentum. Defeating the real Sting and Andy Badwell. But coming up next, I don't know how to feel. Ric Flair is not competing. We learned from an Instagram post earlier this week that Ric Flair says that he no longer has any respect for Triple H. He revealed that he was not the NWO's insurance policy last week, but he was indeed an insurance policy, but he wasn't the NWO's. He was Black Heron's insurance policy, not Triple H's and the NWO's. To where that's why, Triple H, Ric Flair turned on Orton last week in that handicap match.
Weighing in at 250 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Tonight, though, Triple H earlier tonight announced that Flair will pay for his crimes for turning on the NWO and setting them up. And he says BH will pay when they collide at Night of Champions. As Randy Orton, after attacking McIntyre last week, Orton challenged McIntyre to put his Money in the Bank contract that he won against Mr. Cobra on the line at Night of Champions. McIntyre has yet to accept the Apex Predators challenge for Night of Champions. As the Viper tonight, though, is fueled on revenge for Ric Flair turning on him last week on Raw. Flair were being revealed to actually be Black Heron's insurance policy and not the New World Order's. And now Flair must unfortunately face his consequences of his actions. But damn it, this is the Nature Boy. Right here, the 16th time NWA World Champion. He is deemed the greatest of all time.
From Charlotte, North Carolina.
So you can't count the Nature Boy out. But in many ways, though, he is the reason why Randy Orton is such a success in this business. And Orton ran out Flair, but Flair caught Orton with a chop. Ric Flair, here comes the Nature Boy. Throwing chops at him. And Flair, whoa, look at Ric Flair. Oh man, Randy. And down goes Randy. And here comes the Nature Boy. Does Flair still got him? Hell yeah, he does. Whoa. Oh, damn Rick. Oh. But Orton with an uppercut. Slowing Flair down in the neck break. Orton slowing Ric Flair's offense down. Oh no, but here comes the Nature Boy. The Nature Boy. Well, down goes Orton. Down goes Orton. And now, Ric Flair. Whoa. Oh, nice punch by Flair. Down goes the Viper. Randy Orton is in big trouble now. As Ric Flair. Now, whoa. Wait a minute, Orton. And now Orton pounces on the Nature Boy, raining down shots. Orton trying to shake off the cobwebs. Can't believe what Flair was able to do, but Flair, he still got it. He still has what it takes to be in that ring. Orton bringing Flair down. Man, come on, Flair. Get this guy. Beat him. Neckbreaker. And Orton now. This slow, methodical offense of the Viper. Flair. Shot to Orton. Orton. Shot after shot from the Nature Boy. Orton needs another. And Orton's taken down again. Kick to the back of the Viper. Oh, missed. And Orton catching Flair with a drop kick. And this is what Randy Orton wanted. High angles. Oh, wait a minute. That's the music of Mr. Money in the Bank. Drew McIntyre. Where is he? Where is McIntyre? Will he accept our challenge? Wait a minute. There's McIntyre. McIntyre. Future shot to Orton. Future shot to the Viper. Ric Flair dragging his carcass over. Flair arm across. Ric Flair has beaten Randy Orton. Oh my goodness. Thanks to Drew McIntyre, Flair beats the Viper.
Here is your winner, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
And Drew McIntyre celebrating with one of the all-time greats. And Ric Flair coming to the Nature Boy's aid in this match. And McIntyre has allowed his actions to speak for him. He has accepted Orton's challenge for Night of Champions as McIntyre will put his Money in the Bank contract on the line against Randy Orton in 2 weeks at the Night of Champions pay-per-view. What a match that will be. But it is main event time as Stone Cold takes on an opponent of the Fiend's choosing, and the Fiend chose one of the very few men that has been able to give him a run for his money, the Demon King, Finn Balor. As Stone Cold has his hands full at Night of Champions, but he also has his hands full here tonight. And there he is.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion,
the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. While he may not be facing any member of the New World Order or that World Championship at Night of Champions, he still knows that he is a marked man within the eyes of the New World Order. As you know, Stone Cold is the biggest thorn in Triple H and the NWO side, especially as long as Austin holds that world title. And even though the Fiend is a wild card, he is not fighting for JCW, nor is he fighting against the NWO. He just fights everybody. Triple H came out and said he'd much rather have the Fiend win the world title from Austin at Night of Champions than Austin retain the title, which proves how desperate Triple H is for Austin to lose that World Championship. Oh. And here comes Stone Cold Steve Austin taking it to the Demon. Oh, well, he missed the clothesline. Oh, Balor. And a sling blade. Balor at one point was undefeated, still is one of the top guys in JCW. He took some time off though after Rebel Anniversary 6. And Austin stomping a mud hole in the Demon. And Austin not done yet. Oh. Maybe Balor will regret taking that time off after Rebel Anniversary 6. Oh. And now Balor dropping the champion to the ground. Oh. Austin has so far had probably the best year of his whole career. Has had such an epic comeback. And to finally, win the World Heavyweight title back at Survivor Series was unreal for the Texas Rattlesnake. Oh, and here comes Austin. Oh, and Austin. And Balor trying to escape Stone Cold. But here comes Austin. There goes Finn. And here comes Austin right after the Demon. And Austin, wait a minute. $1 million trade $1 million dream on the Demon as the referee continues to count. Oh no, he lets Balor go. And Austin continuing his assault on the Demon. Oh no, he missed. And Balor with a slap blade out on the floor. That had to hurt. No doubt about that. And Balor now to the top with a splash onto Austin. The world champion is in deep trouble now. And now a payload kick. If Balor can win this match, there could definitely be a world title opportunity in his future. And Balor diving over the ropes down onto Stone Cold. The Demon showing he's got something to prove. And he's proving it right now. And now he's telling Stone Cold to get up. Springboard drop kick. Will that be good enough to get a win over the world champion? Stone Cold at 2. Able to roll that shoulder up. The Texas Rattlesnake is as tough as they come. It's gonna take a lot to beat him. But here comes Austin. Multiple shots to the Demon. Oh, and Austin. Lopez press. Balor being beaten down by Stone Cold. Oh, wait a minute. Into the corner goes the World Heavyweight Champion. Even though this is non-title, Balor can win this match against the World Champion and really bump him up high. The world title rankings potential making him next step off that title struggle. Balor Raw to the world champ. They beat Stone Cold. I can't believe it. No! A 2.5. Stone Cold able to kick out of the Jcw Raw. Austin showing his way. Oh, panic. Here we go. Austin escapes out, blocking it. And a stunner. Balor survives. The Demon kicks out of a Stone Cold stunner. Man, these guys are just taking it to each other. Oh gosh, and here comes Austin. He wants the Demon to get up. Here we go, low best press. Austin knows that he's gonna have his hands full against the Fiend at Night of Champions. And if he can beat Balor, he can build up a ton of momentum heading into that world title defense against the Fiend at Night of Champions and have all the momentum in the world. If he can beat the Demon King here tonight, Balor has Austin with a super battle defeat. And now Balor, the Demon, with the opening. Balor, 1916. Balor now just beaten the World Heavyweight Champ. No! Austin survives again. Stone Cold keeps on finding a way to survive. Splash out. Balor will do whatever he can to defeat Austin. Oh! Austin put his knees up. Oh! And Austin with a second stunner to Balor. Cover. Stone Cold has beaten the Demon King. But it was not easy. Austin, I think that is the most Stone Cold has ever been tested since becoming world champion. Unbelievable. As he, though, digs down deep to overcome the Demon King. Stone Cold knows his plate was full here tonight, but he knows his plate will also be full in 2 weeks' time at Night of Champions when he defends the World Heavyweight Championship against the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Austin was able to overcome the Demon tonight, but can Stone Cold overcome the Fiend at Night of Champions and remain the World Heavyweight Champion? We will get those answers in 2 weeks' time at Night of Champions, but it looks like before this show can end, it looks like we are going to hear from the World Heavyweight Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin. As Austin, no doubt about it, he's the biggest thorn in the NWO's side right now. Stone Cold, man, what a match. You've got to give the Demon some credit, and for it to be a number of months since he last competed, to put that good of a challenge on against Stone Cold. But now Austin, he has a microphone. You know, I gotta give Finn some credit. He gave me my toughest fight I've ever had since returning and becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. But you see, I know what awaits me at Night of Champions. I know I just beat a demon, but Satan himself awaits for me at Night of Champions. And that's fine by me. You see, Bray, you can play all the mind games that you want. You can do all these fancy, scary entrances you want, but you ain't gonna scare me, 'cause I'll drop you on your ass, and I will bring you down. Now, let me just make this clear. I don't care if it's the Fiend. I don't care if it's the Funhouse Bray Wyatt. I don't care what form it is that will step into the ring with me at Night of Champions. I'll kick all their asses at once if that's what it takes for me to keep this World Heavyweight Championship. As oh, whoa, wait a minute. That's Mr. Cobra's music. Are you kidding me? This is our first time seeing Mr. Cobra in like 2 weeks since the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Mr. Cobra is here, and he is confronting Stone Cold Steve Austin, the World Heavyweight Champion. If you don't know who Mr. Cobra is, he's one of the greatest SWF superstars of all time. Mr. Cobra is here, interrupting Stone Cold Steve Austin. And Austin does not seem to be too pleased that Mr. Cobra is here, interrupting him. You know, Steve, I've watched you for many years, and I have a great, tremendous amount of respect for you for everything you've accomplished in this business. In many ways, we're mirror images, two of the greatest of our professions. What the hell do you want? I never called you out here. I never name dropped you. I never said not one damn thing about you. So why in the hell are you coming out here interrupting me before I drop you on your ass? Oh man, things are heating up between Cobra and Austin. Funny you asked that, Steve. I'm out here for one reason. You see, currently the world title match at Night of Champions is you and The Fiend for the title, right? Well, Austin, you say you're a fighting champion. Why don't we face for your title next week? You want a shot at Stone Cold? You want a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship next week on Raw? Oh man, is that what you want? Well, guess what? I am a fighting champion. I accept your challenge for next week on Raw. Stone Cold versus Mr. Cobra for the world title. Great. The JCW World Championship is the one world title I've never gotten my hands on, but I will have my chance to get my hands on it, along with a chance to prove that I am one of the greatest of all time when I beat you. I'm tired of hearing you flapping your gums about how you were one of the greatest of all time, because let's be honest, you are just a little bitch when it comes to wrestling here in the States. You are just some little nobody getting all up at Stone Cold's face, and it's really irritating the hell out of me. Oh, you love to bring that up, don't you, Steve? Well, you see, ain't nobody, everyone here is gonna know who I am after next week when I drop you on your ass and take that one thing that's keeping you relevant. The one thing that's keeping me relevant, the only thing that's keeping you relevant is that receding hairline. Why don't you shave the rest of that shit off? The point is, if you got some balls, instead of waiting until next week, me and you, we can fight right here and right now, you damn son of a bitch. If you get what I'm saying. You know what, Mr. Cobra, seeing how I know how big of a bitch you are, next week I cannot wait to stomp a mud hole on your ass and retain my world title. As for The Fiend, well, at Night of Champions, you're gonna get the same treatment. I'm gonna kick your little phony ass at Night of Champions, Fiend. Oh man, Stone Cold. Oh, wait a minute. Oh wait, Stunner! Austin with a stunner to Mr. Cobra. Next week on Raw, Stone Cold will defend the world title against Mr. Cobra. And Austin also sent a major warning to his challenger for the World Championship at Night of Champions, The Fiend. What a Raw, everyone. We will see you all next week.